Hello, I'm Holden Smith. I'm one of your global ambassadors, and I'm here today with Becca. If you'd like to introduce yourself, Becca.
Hi, I'm Becca Anderson. I graduated from PLU in 2019, and I was a biology major.
And what program did you participate in?
I participated in the tropical marine biology program in the Bahamas.
Okay, perfect. I actually don't know a whole lot about that program, so this is going to be nice. So I guess one of the first more logistical questions about any study away program is how were the classes structured, and how much independent time did you get?
Yeah, so we started out the first week of J term actually on campus at PLU,
Hmm.
and we had sort of this crash course and everything we needed to know about the ecosystem, the habitats, and what we would be doing in the Bahamas. And then we flew out after that first week. We actually had an exam. Um, our we flew into one of the big islands, and we were there for a night. The next day we took an exam, and then the next day we flew to our final destination of San Salvador. And then while we were in San Salvador, we met as a class officially in a classroom every night
Hmm.
to talk about a paper we had read or just about what we'd be doing the next day. And then, as far as during the day, we had some free time to work on our journal reflections that we were doing on papers we had read.
Hmm.
And then the other parts of the day, we would go out and snorkel
Oh,
or see different sites or do different activities.
okay. So I would imagine that this course helped your major progression as a biology major. Is that why you were interested in going?
It definitely was one of our course requirements or
Hmm.
one of our options to sort of fill a requirement. I was done with all of those, and so this counted for me as an elective,
Hmm.
but I always wanted to study away. And as a biology major, you have a couple options. You can go to Namibia and some of the other opportunities. This is the only sort of short term study away program
Hmm.
that fits within the major for biology.
Hmm. Um, do you remember one of your favorite assignments from that course?
My favorite assignment towards our last week there, we did a research project in
Hmm.
small groups. And myself and another member of our class, we studied this group of myofauna, which are like really small organisms that
Hmm.
live in and on the grains of sand. And we studied those. Oh, super cool. But we got to design this research project and sort of do
Hmm.
like an initial study. And at the time, I was thinking about going to grad school, and so it was a really good intro for research for me. And I got to spend time with one of my classmates, and now we're really good friends. And so it was great.
So that was your favorite assignment. Could you give me maybe what your favorite part of the program was?
Definitely being in the water. So we went snorkeling almost every day if the
Hmm.
weather allowed. I like to say that my favorite things in the world are biology and the ocean. So
Hmm.
this was the perfect time for me. And on one of our first few days there, we went snorkeling at this place called Rocky Point, and we got to swim with dolphins.
Aw.
And over the course of the trip, we got to swim with dolphins like 3 times, and it was the most incredible experience. Like they would get really close to you,
Hmm.
and it was
They're
so much fun.
interested. So how much did you budget for this program?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the where we stayed, we were provided meals
Hmm.
3 times a day. So really, the only money you needed on the trip was if you wanted to get ice cream when we drove by the ice cream place on the island, or money just to go and like have sodas and things like that.
Hmm.
So um, I budgeted, I think, $300
Hmm.
for just my spending because I knew I wouldn't be spending a lot. And I spent all of that because I bought some gifts and things when we were in one of the larger islands and stuff. But yeah, no, this is not like a very have a lot of cash on hand trip.
Did they? I don't know the currency of the Bahamas. Is it the U.S. dollar?
You can use the US dollar in the
Oh,
Bahamas.
okay. Oh, look at that. To kind of wrap it all up, is there any advice you would give a student that was thinking about applying for this program, or is there anything you would like to know before you, like, if you could tell yourself in the past, more sunscreen, maybe?
Definitely more sunscreen. Probably some bug spray would be good. But I think the thing thinking back on it most is don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. This
Hmm.
is a very like I don't know how to say it. This is a trip where you need to step out of your comfort zone,
Hmm.
and you need to be willing to do things you maybe wouldn't have done back home, or do things like going snorkeling in the middle of the night with only a flashlight is like, I had so much anxiety about that.
I couldn't do
And
that.
it took the community to sort of get me to do it. But
Hmm.
I'm so glad that I ended up stepping out of my comfort zone, because I
Hmm.
would not have had as much fun as I did if I hadn't. If I would have just stayed in my own bubble, kept to myself, not went out and explored, I would not have had the incredible trip I had. So yeah, be prepared to step out of your comfort zone and have a whole lot of fun.
I think that's an amazing advice, even just for life, but it definitely is impactful for studying away. And I think that's the consensus for a lot of students that do programs like this. It's that you need to step out of your comfort box, your comfort zone to really experience the program in its totality. Um, Thank you so much for sharing all this information. I hope a student that's thinking about doing this program listens to this and actually commits because of your you explaining it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching.